Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joe and this is Vaulted Assets X. So, I know I said previously I was going to focus on some non-UFC items, which I'm going to for a little bit, but we're still going to circle back to UFC because I want to connect the dots on a couple of things I've been thinking about recently. So, my bullishness on UFC is based on a lot of factors, but more than anything, I think it's clear after talking to collectors and some people that collect other sports, they see opportunity in UFC on their own, and they've come to that conclusion based on how they see UFC and how they value the sport and the fighters and the cards. And I think that's important because if you just play this game of follow the leader and you just listen to everyone else and you follow what they do, what's going to happen is that when there's a little shakeup or the market changes a little bit, you're going to lose conviction because you just listen to somebody and you're going to bail. There's something to be said about coming to your own conclusions on things and having a stronger belief in it. So if things go up and down, you stay the course because you have that faith that the item will do what you think it'll do or go where it has to go because you came up with that framework in your own mind with your own thought process. So interestingly enough, these past 2 weeks, I've had multiple collectors reach out to me coming from NBA. One interesting dude's coming from soccer specifically, but random people in other sports getting some attention to UFC collectibles, getting some exposure. Whether it's my Instagram page or YouTube or other bigger accounts, people with more impressive cards than I have by far. But I think the rarity of some of these UFC collectibles and the high profileness of some of the older fighters, especially like your John Jones, your GSP, obviously your Conor McGregor, and then like some of the newer fighters as well, which I'm not really into from an investment point of view, but like Ilya is loved and collected. Sean O'Malley, he's a little longer in his career, obviously. But people are excited about the UFC market because they see opportunity because things have potential to go up in price. And it got me thinking about this golden auction tonight for game-worn items. And I'm going to refresh the page here. So Golden Auctions has this game-worn auction tonight for jerseys and bats and these other things. And the reason why I want to bring this up, because you look at like this Wayne Gretzky jersey. This is a Stanley Cup jersey matched to 2 Stanley Cup finals, 1 conference finals, regular season games, so 5 games total. It's a $2.3 million with an M. $2.3 million, and you tack on 20% for the buyer's premium. So call that almost $8 million. The reason why I bring this up is because in a previous video months ago, I reported that I was the underbidder and lost out on the Khabib Conor fight-worn Khabib jersey from their massive fight. And that jersey only ended up going for, I believe, about $20,000, $22,000. And I said to myself, I'm going to regret that because I think that's a $100,000 jersey one day. Or $100,000, yeah, it's a jersey. It was a walkout jersey he wore. So this Gretzky jersey, and again, you can't compare NHL history, lore, Gretzky, one of the most dominant athletes of all time, but there are some connections. And I'm not saying it's one-to-one. I'm not saying it's exact. But if this is $2.3 million and the Conor jersey sold for $20,000, that's a more than 100-time multiplier. Gretzky, the greatest in the NHL. Khabib, arguably the greatest in UFC. I don't know where the Khabib jersey will end up in a few years, but I think that's where people see opportunity just when you look at this, but then you compare the all-time greats cards. Go to Jordan, go to LeBron, go down the list, and what those go for. And then you look at the John Jones and the Khabibs and the McGregors and the GSPs and what those go for. There's literally 100 to 200 to 500 times difference in value. I just think there's opportunity there. And that's not to say there's an opportunity everywhere else as well. But I wanted to bring that to your attention. And just looking through some of these game used jerseys, even if you're not a sports fan in other sports, it is cool to see some of these relics. I mean, this is a Michael Jordan Wizards jersey. And on the Buyer's Premium, this is at $100,000. Interestingly enough, I actually have a Jordan Wizards jersey in my collection game worn when he played the Knicks, which in my opinion, my jersey is a better jersey than this one. But this one, an Aaron Judge, New York Yankee, all-time great game used rookie jersey, about $120,000. I think this is a steal in my opinion. But anyway, I just wanted to show this Gretzky jersey. $2.8 million. And interestingly enough about this jersey, Logan Paul PCs Wayne Gretzky game used items. I wouldn't be surprised when this is over in the next week, Logan Paul announces he won this item, as he is a huge bidder on Gretzky game worn items. And him and Golden have a great relationship, so I'm sure he is bidding hardcore on this. But absolutely stunning jersey. You may never see this up for sale again, especially if Logan Paul buys it. It'll never come up. But anyway, I want to jump into some UFC bidding for tonight. So we're going to do UFC. We're going to minus Wild. Clear it out a little bit. Go to auctions. Just go through and see what we got. If anyone is in South Florida, tomorrow, Sunday, April 26th, I'm setting up with Josh Rips, who's on Instagram as well. We are doing the Boca Car Show at the Renaissance Hotel from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you want to, stop by, say hello, and you can check out some of the UFC stuff I have. I know Josh is setting up with a lot of WWE items. I'll be set up with a lot of UFC stuff, as well as some other items as well, but check it out. Trying to see if there's anything interesting tonight. I have this on my watch list, the 2015 Topps Chronicles 6-box factory sale case. I may buy this and just throw it in the vault. You don't see those pop up too often. Let's see what else. Ooh, look at this. You don't see these pop up hardly ever. What is this? Horrible, shitty photo. The Islam at a 25 Orange Refractor PSA 10 Pop 7. Holy shit. I did a video on the Islam rookies and how I was bullish on them. What does this even go for? Orange PSA. If I can type. Let's see. December 2025, one sold for $1,650. A 9 sold for $760 in October 2023. A PSA 10 in October 23 did $1,600. Wow. So this card hasn't been up for sale, at least on eBay. It's only been 5 months, but then before that, almost 2 years. Wow. It already is a bid at 15. I'm adding that to the watch list. I'm not sure what I'm going to do as far as bidding on that, but let's see what else this seller has. Usually when a seller puts up one good thing, usually they have a few. Here we go. Somebody's selling stuff. Connor Bloodline. PSA 10. I'll add that to the watch list as well. There's some other decent stuff, but this is a nuke. Holy cow. Didn't expect that. See that on a Saturday night. Let's see what else. Carlos Prates, 1 of 1 relic. That's a sick card. I'm not going to put a bid on it, but very cool card. For some reason, for a royalty autograph, that autograph kind of looks crappy. I like the blue better, but stunning card. Let's see what else. John Jones Supreme Green signatures on card out of 5. I have this card I want to say mine's out of 20 out of royalty. I'm going to add that just to see what this goes for, out of curiosity. Let's see what else. Obviously, I'm sorting by highest price. I always like these items, these UFC VHS tapes. I've never purchased one. I don't know if this is a good price or not. UFC 2. I remember as a kid going in to when they used to have video stores, and it wasn't Blockbuster. It was like before Blockbuster became big. It was like these mom and pop shops. You would see the UFC tapes. You would see the WWF tapes. You would see, it was like WCW wrestling tapes to be able to see the matches. I remember that as a kid, being obsessed with that. Very cool stuff. Khabib octagons out of 25. I don't like those cards. They're ugly. This is by highest price. Let's see if there's anything going on by ending soonest with bids. Surreal Gone, PSA 10. Let's see if there's anything higher end. What is this? McGregor, frame signed. UFC glove memorabilia, UFC 205. So what are we looking at here? This is framed. Looks like a shadow box. The first fight in UFC history to hold titles in 2 weight divisions. So it's the signed Notorious glove. It's not the fight poster. It looks like a custom poster. Does it say who the COA is from? It doesn't. See, stuff like this is amazing. But I don't see like a certificate or a sticker on here. Maybe it's on the back. Cool item though. Oh, shipping from Australia. Good luck with that. Shipping for that will be more than what the item goes for. Let's see what else we got here. Alexa, set AC to 76.
I've set the hallway thermostat to 76 degrees.
Let's see, Valentina. Immaculate at a 99. Authentic. Not a fan of the authentic with the 9 auto. If it was like a PSA 9 with a 9 auto, I can live with it, but I can't do authentic with 9 auto unless it was authentic 10 auto. Pass on that. Let's see what else. Yeah, but still been buying some UFC stuff on the side. Let's see, is this a real downtown or a fake downtown? Man, it's hard to tell. If that's white around the logo, that's a real downtown, but it worries me it's off center. PSA has been slabbing these fake downtowns too, so be careful buying downtowns even if they're slabbed. The biggest thing you could tell is the white around the logo and like the hologram going through the fighter too much. It worries me it's kind of a crappy photo too. I would just avoid it. It's not worth the risk and the hassle having to deal with it. Let's see, Ronda Rousey. We looked at that before. Kind of a, I mean, that orange Islam is insane. Oh, here's a nice card. 2024 Royalty, Kamzat. PSA 10. Wow, that's so sick. 3 out of 5. I'll add that to my watch list. Yeah, that's it. Quick video tonight. Again, check out below Instagram, Twitter. Listen to some stuff on eBay as well. Again, if you can, if you're in the area, April 26th, Boca Renaissance Hotel, 9 to 4, swing on by tomorrow morning. I will be there set up. And I think that's all I have tonight. Everyone stay safe, be well, and I will talk to you again soon.